And I think we got some pretty cool gamers coming in here with Zivox and Jackshainy hopping into the ring. That's not a bad opening hand from Zivox. We got a very hype Manta Storm coming in as a rush from both players. Harmony was exceptionally meta for quite a while, but once people start to realize through Jovin's demonstrations that you can kind of pierce through it with the right deck, it became abundantly clear that that might not be the best strategy. It might not be the best game plan. And you know what's better than a hype Manta Storm? You drop... Or then Harmony, you drop the hype Manta Storm. Look at that reach. Look how little it affects your main base, which means you have that much more turf to cover. And it's such a strong offense and defensive tool. Both players going in for a very clean defend. And can I... Oh dear, I am making my... Yeah, we'll look at that later. We might have some... I might have something fun I'll add into future matches once I'm off the commentator docket. We'll talk more about that later. You'll see what's going on. But let's focus on this match for the time being, instead of autisming our way to the other ends of the earth. Both going for the reflux combos, getting that special, unable to get their other one. Ooh! Zivox actually has a really nice play to guarantee that he's gonna get his. I don't know if Jack has something planned for himself, but this Shelly and Donnie combo is very spicy. It's gonna combo really well with the Little Judd. We might be looking to play that sooner than later. Setting up the Splatana Wiper. Already thinking about what he wants to do for the next endgame, and honestly, I am not against that setup that he saw before. We have a 1 point away from perfect play right there, so he doesn't even need to set up the Splatana for that. So if it is entirely possible that that could be for his alternative 312. Gets a special over there. I kind of think he's better off going for more setup. Dropping the order, dropping the order, looking for chaos. I think we want to just kind of stop any chance of interrupting that. The Tri-Stringer is going to shut down any base building from there. But we've got lots of room, lots of turf to be able to play with still. And that is another really good spot to set up for more special plays. As good as that Stanford was, it's going to make it difficult to drop the Steel Eel, which would have fit perfectly up there otherwise. Granted, if you do that, you're kind of putting yourself into a pickle of giving Jackshainy that special that he so badly wants. Waiting to see what Jack's play here is. And we are trying to... What is... that looks like just a I have no other place kind of play. Which... I feel like we've... That is an announcement of defeat to some degree, considering the fact that that just gave Zivox another special. He only needs one more. And he'll be able to very safely play 2 312s. Which, while Jack has a 9-point lead, I don't think he's ready for a 24-point or a 48-point game. He'll survive this turn. There's nothing that can be done by... Because that is a clean 24-point lead. so he can safely pass. I respect he's looking for something, but I don't think he wants... Maybe the Steel Eel. I think the Steel Eel is your best bet here. But it sets Jack up with still a 7-point lead. 10 seconds left on the clock. It's either drop that Inkjet, which you're not going to get special off of yet, or do this. He's made his call. We got a hero shot to contend, which means that it is still a huge lead. I think, all things considered, Jack just had such heavy weight to his plays that he only needs to gain 4 points off of the splatter color. And he's going to be able to get those 4 points, more than enough to set himself up with the first point against the Zivox. Really intense first game. Zivox looked like he had such an edge throughout most of the game, but you can't underestimate just a good point lead. Sometimes all you need to win is just to have points. And that is exactly what Jackshainy was able to possess. Thinking about where we go in next, and it looks like the decision is going to be... Oh, I did not look. Garden! X marks the garden. A classic counter pick. It's a little awkward to play around in. Or not necessarily. I take that back. It is the most straightforward. Like, the rules have been defined for this map for generations upon generations. You drop a Dynamo, you drop the other Dynamo, or an Ouroboros, or a Mudmouth. And bam! The stage is sectioned off in the blink of an eye. We could just go to a BRB right now, because... I mean, there's a lot to say. There's a lot that can be going on. There's a lot to see. But yeah, this is already a very... like, set up match. There's a lot to do still, but there's not much to do. We're going to compete for that middle area, trying to think of what would be the perfect play. A big piece would be strong for just taking up turf, but it's going to get overwhelmed by something like a power clam, which, if he put it the other way, it would have destroyed him even more. Trying to look for some combo there. I actually just realized just how scary of a power clam that is that Jack dropped. I think Zivox is thinking, oh, I can continue to base build here. But Jack is like, I could just drop a Splat Bomb now, and your turf is mine. Perfectly draws the Mudmouth just as it was needed. And I feel like it's going to get overwritten there, but it also has a chance to do some defense. Oh, I see what he was considering. He's like, there's that other corner that he doesn't want, like, used to either. Lil Judd will be able to get some combo going there, but... This is a little bit of a tricky spot. I think it's the best because you're guaranteed to get that overwrite if he does do anything. Gives Jack a special... but gets 2 in favor and protects his base. Now we've got the heavy splat lane. Looking for a good spot to put that. I kind of feel like it'd be better unless you don't have any good base combos to go with either. Though I guess, I don't know. It could really go either way. Looking at the score right now. Jack is in the lead by a single point, and it feels like he's got a little bit more turf to work with. Hard to say exactly, but it's he's got some room. He's got some room. Decides to go with the Steel Eel. Means we can use the Inkjet 2 combo, and we get our special off of that. Really good base building there. Balances the score to 81 apiece, both with 4 special. Though that's not a good small fry. Like, this position leaves Zivox in a weird spot where he spent his only 312. So he is now looking at one of his 512s or even the 617 as his only play. Probably hoping for that suction bomb, as that is going to net him at least 2 more special as well. Drop the Ouroboros off in that corner pocket. Might be able to get a good special chain. We do get the suction bomb, which means that we are probably in game mode. Can get 2 more special off of the Ouroboros. That is a 6 cost. He's going to be at 7, which means he would have 3 special. I don't think he has any... I don't remember seeing anything of note for him to really work with for the 3 specials. You get 2 special. That's a 10-pointer. That's something. I think that's the only position we can really take. And that is a phenomenal Ouroboros, though. Gets him the 2 special. If he's got a 3 he can play, I didn't see it in that quick blink. He can play that then. But at the very least, he's got a Splatana. Jack making a pass here, which means that that is going to be a huge play coming from Jack. And we've got the Splat Charger looking for a 16-point gain here. If he manages to do that, I think he wins. 24. He needed... Jack would have needed 24 points. Which I guess is arguably possible, but could not see it in his cards. So Zivox will be taking the dub here, bringing the score to 1 apiece. Looks like our stage is already set. Both are quickly hopping back in, as we will be facing... the box seats! What? Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna... I don't know what's going on here. These players... What are they cooking? What are they thinking? We're gonna take a quick moment to think. It looks like we're doing some planning. I don't think we were actually looking at box seats, so just a little bit of a panic pick right there, as Jack was wanting to actually spend some time calculating, formulating, and strategizing on what he wants his next move to do. Looking at the score for the other semifinal match as we wait. Joven currently at 2-1 against AJ. AJ has a point against Joven, the protagonist of Tableturf. Curious to see how that match is going. I can imagine that it is an exciting bout for both those players. Whoever is able to take those two. And we'll be moving over to winners finals to face off against whoever is victorious here. Looks like we've made our decision and we are going back to the gardens. Same opening as before. We don't have as many good cards from Zivox, which is... He needed that exceptional opening to be able to take the lead last time. Both respecting each other's spaces is like, we're just going to take the same turf again. I feel like Zivox needs to be a little bit more aware of the risk that Jack did from that terrifying play that Jack did so early previously. I don't think Jack would be able to make it work this time anyways, though. Because he's lacking that corner part to make the power climb work. That was such a good power climb, though. Looking at our options, I do not like the sound of considering that. I do not like the feeling of hovering over that inkjet so early. Dynamo fits snugly in. We've got a couple of very good Lil Judd positions already made. And a first special. Wanting to quickly build up 2 more special, because that would allow Zivox to splat charger his way into Jack's base. He could actually suction bomb in right now. 2, 3. I don't know if it would be very effective. But he can. That is a curious splat charger, really sectioning off his own base. I don't know what base combo he's cooking here, but he is setting up hard for something. Could it be that he's looking to use the inkjet here? I don't think it's actually an inkjet spot. It is not an inkjet spot any longer. But that is a cook if I have ever seen one. We just have to see what the recipe formulates. But yeah, now it looks like we've got 2 different Lil Judd spots. The Splatlings no longer have a purpose. If we special up there, you actually could get the Splatlings to run up in that turf. Would have been able to actually do that a while ago, which might have been horrifying for Jack. I could see him surrendering the second that Splatling just shows up in that base. But instead, Jack is going to see his own moment to go in, do some damage. Oh, we were looking for the Mudmouth. But the Mudmouth gets interrupted a turn too late. Or a turn perfect. That Mudmouth combo is going to be completely obliterated. That explains why I was so adamant on holding onto that suction bomb. But unfortunately, he's not going to get much off of it. And in 2 turns left, he's got a huge special lead. But we've seen what happens when you have that monumental special lead sometimes. You can have all the special in the world, but if you have nowhere to put it, then you got nothing to gain. And you got nothing to do for it then. I think this game might be already over. "15 seconds left on the clock, trying to find somewhere to set up a special." I see a couple of decent spots that he could drop the Mudmouth, but it's like... This is one of those, the damage is already done. You can see, even dropping the Mudmouth, he's not getting enough points. Jack can just drop this splatter screen, and he's probably top decking something that guarantees that a 24-point gain would not even be enough. Like, no, this is a perfect... Jack has a perfect 24-point lead right now. There's nothing. Literally, if Jack plays a card, if he played a burst bomb, that is a Splatling combo. If Jack played a burst bomb, he won that game. Like, that's how much of a lead he had secured. Got the run back, got the win. And now is looking to advance to winter finals if he can take the W in Mask Mansion. Why is this called Mask Mansion, by the way? I don't see a mask. It's a cool looking place, but I don't see a mask. Also, just between you all and me, Mask Mansion Manor. Yes. Yes, I understand the question of why add in the manor. It doesn't make sense. It's already a mansion. A mansion manor doesn't make sense. But hear me out. Just say it. Just say it. Just listen to how good it sounds to say Mask Mansion Manor. And you'll be on my side. Everybody agrees. 10 out of 10. Everyone's agree. Mask Mansion Manor. Trying to section off this turf, but we do have a quick little peek up on that high end. I can see Jackshainy potentially wanting to go for that push further, but if he does, Zivox might be able to utilize a Steel Eel to get a phenomenal defense. But no! The catch is secured by Jack, who managed to break through with the Dread Rainer. And now all turf is open game for everybody. See, this is... I see a lot of cool pieces in play, but I have to question, like, what is Zivox's game plan here? I like that heavy splatling spot where we guarantee a special. Might be the best move, especially if Jack isn't pushing on that lower end. He is pushing forward, though, and that's going to cause a lot more terror, a lot more chaos. Ooh! Okay. I did not know that was a move. That's a really solid play for the Reflux and the big man. Zivox definitely showing his stuff here. Definitely, I feel like it's a safe call to say that that spot's not going to be contested. Shidokai definitely would have benefited to go for the Mudmouth. We've got the hero shot. Looking for somewhere to put this. I think that's the only spot left. Which is going to give a nice 12-pointer. Unless he's thinking of somewhere to drop a 3... Drop it as a special down the road, but... I mean, it isn't a bad special usage. It has a lot of reach. It's a pretty solid block. I think he's wanting to hold out. I'm gonna respect that choice. I like the little Judd put it up there. Make sure it's a lot more difficult to be able to get pressure going. Good call for the bucket. A perfect little clash spot right there. both see their own spots. Fortunately, we do have... Suction Bomb is not what Zivox is looking for. I think he's looking for the Splat Bomb. Actually, no, the Splat Bomb isn't good either. I don't think he has something... Oh! He got it! He got it! We've got the hero shot play that he's been cooking this entire time. Manages to drop it down. Excellent calculations. Solid, phenomenal planning from Zivox there. Keeps himself fighting as we head into the last 3 turns. We've got lots of special... We've got a few good special blocks that are still available. We've got a couple of chains that you could utilize here. Does Zivox not have a 312? I think he just hasn't top decked it, which would be incredible. I'm scared about this, but I have to respect this because this means that he has a piece right in the heart of the field. There's that 312. We've got enough special that we could drop a 513, do some real damage, and then do even more damage the next turn if you can just combo off one special. If you can't do that though, that's okay. We got a Tri-Stringer on the side waiting to cook. Or even a Splash Mob if all else fails. I feel like just something with the Mudmouth is arguably still better. Or the Tri-Stringer. One of those two are definitely the better choices here. It's just finding a spot that fits. And I think that does the justice pretty okay. Eel Deal on the field. Sets up the score 1 apiece. Both are going for the 312s. Whoever finds the better spot, whoever set up better, will be winning this game. Jackshainy, if he's able to secure it, will be advancing in brackets. Zivox needs to win this to bring the score to 2 apiece. This could go either way. And I don't see a good spot for either player. So this is like... You just need a good, clean spot. That's one of the better spots I'm seeing. That is like a 17-point game, which is really important. 5 seconds left. He needs to make something. That's a 19-point play. I think that's enough. I'm pretty sure that's enough. It is! Zivox ties the score. 2-2-2. That both players are now looking. Whoever wins this one will be advancing to winners finals. Looking at our final pick, it is in Jack's favor. And it looks like we have locked in, which means that we are heading to the follow button. If you're enjoying this stream, be sure to hit that button. Stay tuned for more Tableturf tournament action. And maybe even some box seats. Wait, this isn't box seats. This is squared. This is... just a drill. That was just a drill. That was just a drill, chat. Viewers, don't worry. That was just a drill. We were not going to box seats. False alarm. Do not panic. That is a clean Shelly and Donnie spot. Trying to section out. I don't think that's going to work nearly as well as Zivox might want. This Shelly and Donnie position is just clean. Gets you the special. Well, no, it doesn't get you the special, but it gets you pretty darn close to it. And I feel like it... No, that doesn't even guarantee to block it off because there's that corner opening. I don't know, man. I think it's a better play, though. It means that you're not giving Jack, who usually has some kind of dually set up there, a great opportunity to play his dualies. Just making the call to interrupt that starter play. We can respect that. Ouroboros is already gone. And both are just like hard fighting to control some territory. Jack seems like he's in a position to maybe have a bit more... It really looks like that Manta Storm should be able to fit in that corner, but it just seems like that is not the case. I'm just looking, and I think the tail end of Shiver is was just a little too big. Yeah, no, it's literally that one tail piece. Her tail fin just blocking out what would have been otherwise a phenomenal play for Zivox to drop. But instead, we're kind of running out of space. We're running out of combo potential. Get one more special. He needs 3 to be able to do anything. I mean, unless he draws one of his cheaper cards, but in this position, I don't think the 2-piece specials are going to be able to do enough. Honestly, no, he needs 4 so he can play that Tri-Strainer. Suspecting that the Ouroboros is not going to be a viable option in this game. Finally gets a Suction Bomb, but I don't know, Jack's destroyed this field pretty handedly. There's nowhere to pierce into that's really of any value. There's nowhere for the Suction Bomb to combo. It's his only play. And there's nowhere for it to go to, like, even get a single special. At least not yet. I think there's one more. The Reflux might fit into that spot. I respect this. If he gets the Tentatek, that means that he can get 3 special off of this play. Reflux no longer is a viable option. Tri-Slosher at least works here, but it's such a little point gain that I don't think it matters. Good Tri-Strainer combo that would get him his two that would refund him 2 of his special back. But even then, it's still a 19-point deficit. Dropping the Hype Manta Storm, was really hoping for that Tentatek. Jack gets his to rub the salt into the wound. Finally gets it. Which means we're probably looking at that 512? No. Probably hoping to do this earlier so you could have maybe like 312 or like 4-9'd into a 312 or something. Just look at all the special he's about to get. This is a situation where it's like Ouroboros kind of needed to stay. The fact that he passed that instead of like Heavy Splatling Deco or like anything else, just... This one is over. Jack's got this one. And we'll be advancing to face off in the winner finals match. with a 21-point lead. Like, Zivox arguably would need a whole nother turn to be able to turn this around. It's how wild of a lead Jack managed to secure so early in.